how go things? Let's do a proper showcase of this, because we showcase this at least like once per playthrough properly, so sure, let's read it out. And then never again. And even though I've already played this map a whole bunch. Xenologue Boot Camp, let's do it. Lord Harmonia, I notice we've been facing off against stronger enemies lately, like Takumi. Are you worried our own strength might be falling behind that of our foes?
Right.
Yeah, obviously, this is Conquest. It hadn't occurred to me, but now that you mention it, do you have any suggestions? Well, since you asked, I feel like I've just sprung a trap.
Well,
I say that we all go on a test of courage together.
What?
Wait, tell me, you have just such a test in mind already.
you see,
In fact, I did hear an interesting rumor the other day. A tale of fearsome monsters who lurk upon a haunted mountain in another world. Few survive to the next morning there, but those who do come out all the stronger. Some monsters, a haunted mountain, other worlds. This all sounds a bit fishy. What kind of NFT space are you trying to rope me into now? Garen's already
I
tried to
agree.
do enough of that. I agree completely. Like, it does sound like something that would be like... It sounds like a video game with, like, crypto elements that's being pitched here. It reminds me of, like, the pitching that was going on for that Pixelmon NFT scam. I did that video essay on. I agree completely. Why bring it up?
But,
Because if it is real, think of the possibilities. A slim chance is better than none, after all. Besides, aren't you curious to find out if the rumor is true?
Understood.
Very well. I can see your mind is set on this regardless, so off we go. You're correct, though. If it is true, it could just be the boost we need.
thank you very
Yes,
much.
this is so exciting. Thank you, Lord Harmonia. This is the so-called haunted mountain, eh?
Yes.
Yes, this is so I'm told. I see. It does have a sort of grim resonance, doesn't it?
Oh,
That's putting it mildly. Whose idea was it to come here? Let's go home, Lord Harmonia. The sooner the better.
No.
In due time. First, we've got to prove our mettle here on the mountain.
what?
You must be joking. That's a good one, Lord Harmonia.
No.
It's no joke. I sincerely feel this will be a good opportunity for us all. Even if the rumors of strange monsters are false, it's something to bond over. That doesn't make it any less scary, but if you want me to do it, it will be done.
You'll be all right.
Never fear, Felicia. I'm sure everything will be just fine.
All right.
Time like the present to start, then. Is everyone ready for the test to begin? Alright, I'm not actually gonna do the whole map properly. Like, I just showcased the dialogue and stuff here. So, like, I have grinded up here a decent bit and gained some levels. During this go, I just want to bring these two. Because I have at least, like, ready to level up here in a sec. So I just figured I'd show, like, what I'm doing. Not actually max her out off camera. Just show what I'm doing here and stuff. So yeah. And it's not quite going to be first try chapter 10. I attempted it for an hour and a half last stream. And it didn't go super good. And that's why, like, some of this grinding has happened here. But now, it's fresh in my memory. I know what to expect. And I have a good idea of what I should do. Yeah, let's go there. And then you can keep on getting some Lance experience and stuff like that. So, when it comes to healing, you know, you can get infinite experience with your healers just like this. I did it a decent bit in our Birthright playthrough, and it's a good way to grind support and stuff there too. But you'll gain, like, very, very little EXP, like, as your level goes up. Like, and relative to the person that you're doing it for here, like the person that you're healing. Because Azure is such a high level from, like, my auto hotkey script, I was able to, like, majorly level up both Elise and Felicia, while still gaining, like, not negligible amounts of EXP here for each heal. Like, I'm fairly certain this is 9. It got down to 6 for Felicia, and then I stopped at level 15 or something like that. And now we can just promote Elise. I mean, we could have earlier, but we may as well promote her, you know, and then I have another attacking unit. So I'll probably just promote her into Strategist. Like, she can reclass into some other things when she actually wants to, you know, gain skills and stuff like that. Or if I felt like leveling up defense and grinding or something like that, but just while playing normally, probably not the best thing to do. May as well grind some support here, because why not? So, yeah, let's do that. So, yeah, I'll promote Elise. She'll be, like, my first promoted unit, just like Priscilla was our first promoted unit in Hector Hard mode of Blazing Blade. It's gonna be a similar thing here, essentially. But yeah, hoping to fearsome monsters, a giant fish. Yeah, it's just these guys, and sometimes a stone guy too. But they just run out. The gold guys will always just run out. The stone guys and green guys will attack you if you come into their range. But I'm not. I just wanted to do that. But yeah, let's see here. What about the Squeenix NFT game thing we heard about a while ago? Yeah, I think they kind of abandoned that idea there. Yeah. Didn't really go anywhere. What about? Why doesn't every game just have NFTs up the yin-yang and all the monetization they can? You know, I just before starting my stream, I was in Chip's stream, the director of Dark Deity, who's currently working on Dark Deity 2. He was doing a dev stream, and I saw that he was live, so I was like, oh, I'll pop in for a little bit. And one of the topics that came up during that stream was just like monetization strats and stuff. He was saying, yeah, there's not gonna be a battle pass in Dark Deity 2. I was like, man, what the heck? What gives? But that made me think of some of the things that were discussed in my current game design class that I'm taking. About one of the things that we end up talking about, since we're focusing on text adventure games, is some of the ways that they've been handled hint-wise. Like, what if the player gets stumped? Like, oftentimes in a text adventure game, there might just be like one solution. If the player doesn't know what to do or what to type in, if it actually takes input like that, then they might just be stumped forever. And I forget the company's name, but apparently, like, I could look it up here because it's actually pretty fascinating. There was this one company that in the 90s, before strategy guides started taking off, this one company with their text adventure games would have a hotline that you could call with pay per minute to call and get hints about how to get through the game. That was apparently a thing. So you say pay $5.99 for a hint, but that's basically what actually happened with this one company, like, during the 90s. I think it was late 80s, early 90s with some simple text adventure games before strategy guides started to become, like, mainstream, you know? Like, once strategy guides started taking off, they couldn't really do that anymore. They just started selling strategy guides instead. But, yeah, weren't strategy guides so great? But, you know, apparently this one company just had, like, a pay per minute, like, hotline to call and get hints about the game. So, you know. But yeah. Wow, NFT market collapse almost immediately. Who would have ever guessed? Never saw that coming. Wow. Did you hear about that NFT restaurant that had to stop accepting crypto as a form of payment because of how much everything crashed? Turns out buying a PNG that loses 99% of its value the moment you buy it didn't become a sustainable business practice. Damn. Yeah. But King Garon's still obsessed with them. I'd bet you here. Seems you heard right. That was a hard-won victory, was it? Be too hard. I could see my life flashing before my eyes.
Right.
Point taken. I want to rest up before coming back here.
What?
Absolutely, I say we... What? You want us to do this again?
Yes.
Why not? Seems like an ideal training exercise. Everyone came out stronger for it. So yeah, just do it over and over and over again in Conquest, because some people are able to get through, like, Conquest, Lunatic Classic with, like, no grinding involved. Not me. And, you know, as I've mentioned before, I am not someone that plays Fire Emblem on the hardest difficulty because I want, like, the hardest challenge possible. I'm someone that plays Fire Emblem on the hardest difficulty because I take the time to deck out my units and create crazy builds, and it feels the most justified to do so on the hardest difficulty. If I'm going as ham as I am on my spreadsheets and not even playing on the hardest difficulty, it's like, what's the point? You know? So, yeah, I'll grind the hell out of this. Thank you again for coming to me with the idea.
What?
You put us through this horror again, though? Well, if you insist, Lord Harmonia, I would follow you through fire or flood, even to a creepy haunted mountain.
Thank you.
I knew I could rely on you, Felicia. Yes, but for now, let's get as far away from this mountain as we can. The sooner we're back in our bright, warm, clean camp, the better. Yes, save my progress. Also, when it comes to grinding there, it kind of sucks not having a full squad. But then I realized I do have a full squad. This guy that I captured. So I sent this guy to, you can see hasn't quite gained a level up, but he's gained a little bit of experience here. Because I basically sent him to, like, chip away at the baddies to make them easier to kill for my other units that actually wanted experience, you know? And out of curiosity, I looked up how that next map is done with negative growths, and apparently there's, like, a lot of reliance on using him, and it's like, oh, that actually makes sense. That makes sense there. I gotcha. Operation is a key to successful fighting wars. Every battle is won, except they can't support one another, so it doesn't matter. A violin bow. No more violins. I'm not feeding Lilith anymore because her stats are capped out until I, like, buff up her shrine. I was about to check for supports here, but I didn't bring my unit, so there wouldn't be anyone already there that I need to worry about wasting some time with. Sure, let's do this. But yeah. Oh no, I'm stuck in this game. Better use the internet is much less fun than oh no, I'm stuck in this game. Better consult the Tome of Ancient Wisdom. Have you seen how thick the guide is for Pokemon Platinum?
Can we eat, like, now?
Look at this tome. Look at this. Pokemon Platinum version. Look how many pages there are. Look at that. So, you know, and then there was like the full Pokedex at the time and stuff. Regional decks and Nat decks, and then like info on everything at the end. That is the biggest tome I have. Pop that out. From there, they started making their tomes like a lot smaller and have a whole lot less material, you know. But man, that Pokemon Platinum tome, that was certainly something. Probably my coolest strategy guide that I have, you know. I think I used that a little bit when we were actually doing the Pokemon Platinum playthrough, right? I don't remember. But yeah, let's see here. I think they could tell you any tricks for Super Mario Land 2. Here's a trick for Super Mario Land 2. If you press down in the air, but only if you're in a mushroom or flower state, you can do the Mario World spin jump. Yo, what now? Cartridge is the unpatched version of Mario Land 2, so you can bug out the game to explore the system RAM. That's a thing that you can do in that. But yeah, and you thought Pokemon Emerald was thick. Yeah, Platinum is, quite the guide. Oh yeah, one of these days I'll probably mod this and, you know, get the other resource spots and stuff.
In the name of justice!
In the name of justice! Here, do this. Also, thinking about other mods, I have browsed around at, like, some of the mods and stuff that people made for this game. There are some pretty silly ones. I saw one that someone made that turns all of your units into Camilla. Like, not gameplay-wise, like, they keep, like, all their stats and classes and stuff like that. Oh my god. Wow. But it just changes them all into Camilla. Which I think would be really funny to just, like, pop with no context during some random stream one day. There's another one that, changes, like, everyone into swimsuits. I think that'd be pretty funny to, like, randomly do no context one day as well. You know, I'd love to just, like, pop some mods like these for some stream. The stats you got so far? I don't know. I haven't placed most of them down. It don't really matter at this point in the game. But, you know, I can start putting some crap down here. Where am I gonna amass my statues and crap? Start putting them in the corner or something. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Start shoving them in between the trees. Something or other. Here. Mario Land 2 cartridges have 3 different versions, with each version code lightly stamped onto the label. Only way to see which one it is by shining light onto the label until you see a slight dip that forms a number. I had a strategy guide for Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings. It's absolutely destroyed now, but it was also super thick. Also quite a nice tome then. First version, not the other two, had a bug where you could enter pipes in a certain way to warp yourself into the system RAM instead of the sub area. Amazing. Here, let's put down the Dusk Dragon. Wait for the rev run when you have to grind the gold Scarlet statue. Yeah, yep, that's gonna happen. And I remember doing that before in my playthroughs back when. I never had like a perfect save file in the sense of like all the unique capturable doodles, because that never occurred to me, but the stuff with Scarlet did. So yeah, let's see here. Let's go through some support conversation, then we'll tinker around with class stuff is what we'll do. Effie, you have a moment? Yes? What is it, Silas? About the other day. I've been giving it some thought, and I really do think we're similar. But judging by your reaction, something about me bothers you. You're so adamant about the two of us being different. I'm not sure. It's just how I feel. Well, that's vague. I'm just as dedicated as you. Why can't you see it? Sure, if you say so. Alright, pay close attention during our next battle. I'll show you what I mean. Don't bother. Yeesh, what's wrong with you? Sorry, but I don't have time to watch your showboating on the battlefield. I'll be too busy protecting Lady Elise. So, can't even bother to glance in my direction? I get it. Fine, I'll try to take a look. If and only if Lady Elise is completely safe. You got that? Yes, that's all I'm asking for. Yeah, I gotta head out for the night. But yeah, okie doke, well, I appreciate you stopping by and appreciate the resub there, Mythic. Have an awesome rest of the night. Shoutouts to the Secret of Mana strategy guide that actually treated itself as kind of a story, where instead of like, you should do this, continue, it also say, boy, girl, and sprite must perform this to progress. There was, I think in the Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum things, there was something almost akin to that, where it's just like, ah, yes, the rival runs away, a tizzy, or whatever, or maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe there's nothing like that. Arthur, I've been thinking about our talk the other day, and I realized the reason you're not doing enough for Lady Elise is because you're always doing so much for everyone else. Far more generous than I. Generous? Oh! Yes, I suppose I'm reasonably generous, but not any more than you. Kidding? You're always putting other people before yourself. Every time you see someone in trouble, anyone in trouble, you rush in. Me? I'd snatch a cup of water from a guy who was on fire if Lady Elise were thirsty. Remind me not to catch fire in proximity to Elise during the warm months. But seriously, I do see your point. Perhaps I do spend too much time helping old ladies cross the path. I should probably stop making silly faces at crying babies until they laugh. Arthur, no. Shouldn't ever change. That wasn't what I meant. The world needs a hero like you. A hero who stands up for justice, no matter what. A hero who even takes the little guy's side, even at his own expense. Well, thank you, Effie. This conversation has been tremendously illuminating. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to resolve this minor identity crisis like a hero. With an extra dessert and some snuggling with my fuzzy blanket. Cheerio! What? What are my S-Regs plans for this playthrough? Let's see here. Definitely gonna have to put, Odin with Effie. Yep, that's gonna result in, like, really great stats. No doubt about that. Elise is definitely gonna have to go with Silas. Definitely the same thing there. No, I'm not doing that there. Yeah, it's, I have plans. Just know that I have plans. That I have revised a little bit as of last week. But I do have plans. We have a job to do, Odin. Do tell my umbral friend. Our army is thinking of developing some new weapons. They need these weapons named. Weapons? Named? Those that you hold! What a perfect task for me. To anoint those with my mystic tongue. Before I start drooling all over them, I need to know one more thing. They're calling for name possibilities from everyone in camp, not just us. As Lord Leo's retainers, you and I must contribute our ideas. I'm not used to auditioning with amateurs, but I'll do my best. Feel free to bow out of the scene now. I've got this. Fine by me. Now, where to start? Oh, that sword looks like it's begging for the Odin treatment. It should be a strong name. Maelstrom, perhaps. Should I start writing this stuff down to actually name Odin's weapons here? Because I'm gonna have to name some of his stuff to, you know, have activate his personal skill. My computer has been, like, not working properly lately. I go to this, I type in anything, and it just doesn't load anything, and then it just closes the window. So I guess I'm not opening Notepad. I have, like, tags and stuff here for different things. Yeah, all sorts of stuff there. I could always just start writing on one and then, like... Here, I can do it on the one that's, like, background credit for, like, various Fire Emblem Fates art stuff. Here, I'm just gonna start writing down names on that. Potentially name Odin's weapons later. No, it doesn't sound half as fierce as this blade demands. I'll put it aside for now. What's next? Powerful staff. White and streaked with red. Scarlet something. That's crummy too. How about you wrap this up, Odin? We don't have forever. Figure it out when I get there. Yeah, Odin and Niles are such a weird duo for retainers because we have the goofy goober and sexual harassment. Yeah, pretty much. You know, you joked in the first stream. I appreciate the 15 bits there, Fox Cyber. I needed to look over at the screen like, wait, what count? I appreciate it. Now Corn's getting a whole bunch of bits in the jar. Oh, one of them bounced out there. But Corn has 14 in there, though. I appreciate the 15 bits. Joked in the first stream that looking at the spreadsheets is like an anime-only fan reading the manga. Asking for the S ranks is like how in One Piece when the writer answers fan questions. Somebody asks something like, will Luffy ever meet Shanks again? And still a lot of strange Xander with Playboy and deranged murder monster. Yeah, there is that. Also, there's some really wacky supports in this whole lot when it comes to some real goofballs in this video game. Hold on, can I find the one thing that I'm thinking of here? Yeah, this one here. This will probably be posted in like a going live notification one day, but for now, Fire Emblem Fates is a weird video game. I do have to say, you know, it is certainly unique. You know, I do love me some Fire Emblem Fates. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Owain and Inigo have a similar dynamic, except Niles is edgier. Yeah, and Owain had like a very unique charm, you know. The case. Okay, so you're saying Inigo had class. I thought that you were saying like Owain did because, you know, of his unique flair there. I was like, yeah, I guess so. But yeah, next up names. But yeah, yeah, let's see here real quick. Silas, think I should ditch and go home? I don't understand. Why would you? Oh, you know, I'm not too strong. I worry about holding everyone back. I practice till I'm blue in the face, but it's just not working. Everyone else is a natural. They get better by leaps and bounds. Not me, though. I'm not fit for anything but work in the fields. I'm thinking I should find myself the nearest village and sign on as a farmhand. I didn't know you felt this way. Sorry for talking your ear off, Silas. It's really good of you to listen. No worries. In fact, I know just what we should do. We? I'm going to coach you. There's no time like the present to start. Huh? But I can't do anything you don't try to. Now then, let's head to the practice field. I don't know about all this. But yeah, also when it comes to Owain there / Odin here, you know, his unique flair is not all that, I don't feel like it's used all that much for flirtatious reasons. He just wants to, you know, live up his best life as like the person that he wants to be, you know, and you gotta admire that around him. One of my favorite lines in a video game that it sounds like something that Owain would say. This is from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. In Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there's a DLC that adds some of the characters from 1 into the game as blades. And one of them is Fiora, which was like Shulk's best friend in Xenoblade 1. And Zeke in Xenoblade 2 is very much an Owain / Odin-like character. And there's this one conversation after a battle where Fiora, like if you have Fiora paired up with Zeke, where she's like, you know, Zeke, I think girls would like you a lot more if you dropped that act already. And Zeke was like, girls? Pah! Who cares? All I care about is being the bestest, like fastest, strongest fighter there ever was. Or whatever the heck, something like that. I don't remember what exactly it was. But I gotta look it up again. But it's gotta be like one of my favorite lines in a video game, honestly. Hello, Mozu. Hey there, Arthur. Or hey there, you're Arthur, yeah? Correct. I am Arthur of Nor, seeker of justice and helper of the helpless. By the way, what brings you out here? I often train in this field, and I rarely ever see anyone out here. Well, I'm from a small village, and farming's kinda in my blood. I had a little spare time, so I thought I'd come out here and check the soil. That's been one of my hobbies I've picked up since the Birthright playthrough is plants. And apparently there's a big plant sale going on at my university tomorrow by like a group of botany students, and I want to go to it and see what there is, and talk plant stuff with them. If the soil's no good, the produce won't be any good either. Ah, I see. A noble cause indeed. You ever done any farming before, Arthur? I can't say that I have, though I did once save an elderly farmer from drowning. Is that right? Good one, fella. Being a soldier is nice, but there's nothing like a well-plowed field at sunrise. People are just big animals, you know, so being near the soil is soothing. Stuff you grow always tastes better than the stuff you buy, too. It's a great life. Yeah, I agree that the stuff that you grow tastes better. That's why I'm trying to grow stuff from seed. One day I might have my own limes to pick for my lime tree. My biggest lime tree is now like yay big. Something like that. It's getting there. I'm starting to understand what you see in it. Yeah, that's great. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta work hard to get this soil up to snuff. But yeah, everyone keeps asking who are the pairings. It's a surprise. Hope things are going well today's ship. I know the guys from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 were Chads, and Rex was the chattiest. Yeah, especially with what they did with him in Xenoblade 3. Like, my god. Oh, it's actually your favorite character of the Chinibu archetype, because instead of being genuinely delusional, he's just pretending to do it. He is pretty darn good, you know. Xenoblade when Rex ends up in a polyamorous relationship. Hold on. Well, I was about to switch my input over, but I forgot I'm not using my capture card. Hold on. I want to find this one line from Xenoblade 2. Let's see here. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Xenoblade 1, character dialogue post-battle or something like that? What would I look up here? Hold on. Post-battle quotes. All post-battle dialogue 2 years ago. Hold on. Does this include the DLC here? Hold on. Is there timestamps? There's no timestamps. My goodness. Man, does it look like there's stuff with the DLC characters at the end? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't see it. Dang it. If I just look up Shulk Fiora character post-battle dialogue. Ah, Shulk and Fiora post-battle quotes. Stuff. This, probably. It made the I love you and all you guys really true. Yeah, there was that. You know. And hello, Lionheart. Things are going pretty alright today. I think I'm finally over my cold. Most likely. Doing great to beat chapter 11. Nice, nice. Hold on. Let's see here. Maybe I'll mute this in the volume mixer for a hot second. Like that. Hold on. Where's the one? It might be close to the end. If this most replayed, hold on.
A great deal by traveling
Hold
alongside you.
I'm really feeling it!
No.
I'm really feeling it!
Yes, there's that.
Zeke, I think girls would like you better if you dropped that strange act already.
Girls? Pah! Who cares? All the Zekinator wants is to be the hardest, bestest, fastest, strongest, ultimate fighting machine. Nothing more.
That. That is one of my favorite lines ever in a video game. Right there. It's so good. I love that line. Anyway, let's see here. Yeah, I bought all of the seals that were in the shop. So there was a couple master seals, there was a couple heart seals, and there was like one of each of these. So let's just go ahead and do this. Yeah, while I just need help going through the chapters, let's do this. How about wait, hardest, bestest, fastest, strongest. All sorts of things. And yeah, I wouldn't get the reference myself. But hey, look, our first promotion! But I'll just trust you that it's totally a reference. Look at this! Bam! Lightning. Class change. And there's your stat changes.
Well,
I look so mature now. Yeah, I should buy you a tome. So let's see here. It's a Daft Punk song? Huh. Okay. Here, take a fire. There we go. Draft Punk or Daft Punk. Oh, let's see here. So yeah, that's already equipped. And Felicia, now that she's at level 15, that means she has all the skills that she can get from this class. Which means, like, to be efficient, I would probably want to reclass her so that she can start gaining skills of, like, some other things that'll be helpful. Now, one of the things that I do definitely want to get on her is Soul, that I would get from Hero. But I'd be taking away one of my healers if I did this, you know? It's kind of the case. I feel like Hero might be better suited to, you know, when I get, like, Eternal Seals and start grinding the Thingamabob and really get my skills ready for, like, child units later down the line. But just to help me get through the chapters, this would probably be the more helpful thing, I would imagine. You know, I'm not going to be able to use daggers and stuff, but, you know, I'll be able to keep on unlocking a couple skills and all that. Because I think one of the skills I plan on having her on her as inspiration from strategist. So that she's just, you know, making my allies better by being close to them. So, yeah, I'm going to try this, and hopefully it doesn't screw me over getting rid of my one dagger user for now. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I should have waited. If I need to switch back, then I need to switch back. Whatever. I can always get more seals from other castles, I think. I've yet to visit any other castles in this playthrough yet, and I don't remember exactly how it works. Yeah, well, let's see. I think at the end of the day, she will still be a maid, is the case. But let's just get some skills and stuff for now. Also, Yomi Sakuraba coming out of nowhere and resubbing for 2 months now. Also, there's some Xenoblade music. We were just chatting with Xenoblade. There goes some bits and stuff. I appreciate the 2-month resub there. Hope you enjoy another month of the emotes and the sub badge and all that fun stuff there. All those thingamabobs. I appreciate it. Welcome on back to Team Enharmonic and all that stuff. Yeah, now I have the 2 strategists here. Here, take this fire. I got a whole bunch of stabs and stuff. But yeah, remember during birthday people were talking about Wyvern Rider Elise? What, like, as a optimal thing that they thought would be good? But why? Eh? Like, it's good to have her in Wyvern Rider for a little bit to unlock Trample. Then, like, not do that ever again. Here for the Conquest memes? You ready for some Norian scum? And all that? Alright, good thing this playthrough is in April, else you wouldn't have access to other castles. Yeah, so very soon, you know, Revelations is probably gonna be past that point. So at some point, like, if I want to get other seals early, I am just gonna have to use Cheaty Peach strats, you know. Yeah, there is, you know, that. We can just, use other means here. Here, let's try Chapter 10 again. This is what we shall do. Not Dragon's Gate. Chapter 10, darn you. Off we go! Chapter 10, Unhappy Reunion.